Perfect. Yes. Okay. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, ladies. It's been a while. Hope everyone is doing well. I'm just gonna wait for more people to show up. But while I'm doing that, ladies, remember, tomorrow is Thursday. We still do have the patron meeting tomorrow. And hey, Emily, y'all, I look pregnant, but I promise it's the angle, okay? Thank you, Black Love. Is it Black Love Sri? Black Lux? I have no idea how to pronounce your name. Okay. Y'all, I need glasses. Hi, Emily. Hey, Tessa. So while we're waiting for more people to show up, let me just remind you ladies that we still do have the Patreon meetings every single Thursday. Tomorrow I have a very special guest. She is a young woman, just turned 30, and she is going to come on the Patreon and tell you guys and share with you guys how she became financially independent during a pandemic, okay? And she's going to tell you how she did that, how she started her business, and she's going to give you guys advice. I told you guys that we're going to be talking about money all of February on the Hypergamous Mindset Patreon. If you're not on the Patreon, hit the link in the bio, in my bio right here on Instagram. It's a link tree, a link tree link, and just click on the Patreon and come and sign up, come and join. Meet us there tomorrow. The meeting starts at 5 p.m. Eastern. Hey, and the book club, we did take a break this week from the book club. So the book club is going to commence on this Sunday, and the meeting is going to be at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. And the book we are going to be discussing in the book club is Shanghai Girls. By the way, if you're watching this on YouTube, all the links will be in the description because, guys, I am going to upload this onto I am going to upload this video on my YouTube channel. But yeah, if you're listening on YouTube, the links are going to be in the description. We are going to be doing Shanghai Girls, and this is like the most timely time. Like, this is basically the best time to do this book because the event that I did on Patreon some months back, like way back in April, about the concepts of starter wives and starter husbands, that event is no longer up there because you guys, if you guys remember, if you were with me from day one, I was using a different platform before I switched over to Zoom, and I guess, and I assume they canceled my account or something like that, because I wasn't using it. So, yes, having said that, I have something to talk about, and I guess I'm going to name this topic Mind the Business That Pays You. Because this is very important, ladies. And especially if you're young, if you're like under the age of 25 or something like that, in your 20s, listen carefully because you really got to choose your battles because there's a lot going on right now on in the news. There's a lot of crazy shit going on, but one particular story that got my attention, and if you would like to read that story, I'm going to leave a link in the description on the YouTube channel about this young 22-year-old girl from India who is facing life imprisonment. There's a possibility that she can go to jail for life, and this girl is so young, so young. So what I want to talk about is, ladies, you gotta be careful with the politics because I do not. This is why if you join my groups, no one is allowed to talk about politics. No social justice warrior topics, no topics about race and that type of stuff. Because if you're trying to level up, especially if you're on a hypergamous journey, you really have to leave all of that stuff behind. You have to leave the identity politics behind. You have to leave the race talk behind. Not everybody and not everything is about race, believe it or not. I know it's hard to believe for some people, but literally not everything is about race. Shin, hey girl, oh thanks girl. Thanks, Gail. Gail, you look beautiful too. I love that new hair that you got in your stories. Yeah, you gotta choose your battles, ladies. And this girl is linked to some other activist in the United States, and I think her name was Greta Thunberg or something like that. I think a left wing activist or something like that. And when I heard these women age, when I heard their age, because I keep seeing their names, you know, thrown around here, there, everywhere. But when I saw their age, y'all, the one in the United States, the Greta Thunberg, is only 18 years old. And the one that is in India that is facing jail is only 22 years old. That is so young. Like, first of all, I think people should be, they should they should increase the age limit so for anyone wanting to be an activist. But the thing is, um, a lot of women, especially young women in that age group, go to college and stuff like that. They are not interested in hypergamy. They out here being, trying to be equal, trying to be feminist, trying to be 50-50, taking care of men, whatnot. Yes, yikes. Yes, being woke is a waste of time. It is a waste of time. That we call it woke. Okay? Woke culture. Political correctness and stuff like that. And you all know I don't encourage that in any of my spaces, because if you are on a hypergamous journey, especially if you're doing their social climbing, you go into the meeting, maybe you're joining a Rotary club, you're joining a tennis club and stuff like that. You can't be going up in there talking about race and using words like systemic and that type of stuff. I talked to you guys about this before. You really have they are fake woke. I am so tired of women struggling because of the lack of knowledge. There is, okay, Tessa, there is an agenda. These people, they come and they get these young people in college. This is where you're gonna find all of this stuff happening. All the SJW is around that age group, and these people deliberately get into this college. They get into your school system. They are teaching your children. They start indoctrinating your children from a very young age, which is why I am a huge supporter of homeschooling. Okay, I support homeschooling all the way. And I'm sorry I'm not here to talk about how to find a man or anything like that, like, because this is something that is very advanced, and this is something that I would usually talk about on the Patreon, and even have someone come on and talk and stuff like that. But I wanted to come on here because I know there are a lot of young people in the level of community, and you all need to drop the politics, because that young girl can go to jail for life just because just for being an activist and getting and the 18-year-old who lives in America, I'm hearing talks that she's also facing indictment for meddling, foreign interference and stuff like that. Like, you really gotta be careful, y'all. The elite isn't work. If you want to change the world, you need money. Thank you, Emily. I'm actually getting to that. If you want to change the world, you need money, and you also have to use your pockets. Listen, we all saw what happened a couple of weeks ago with the whole GameStop thing on Wall Street, and these hedge funds were losing billions of dollars. If you really want to make changes, you really have to make your dollar work for you. You gotta do it with your pockets, your wallets. Do not go out in the streets there protesting and getting tased by the police and stuff like that. That is so masculine. Not only is it masculine, it's very counterproductive and a complete waste of time. And these people, these activists are put on a pedestal, and they are given a voice. Like, what the hell can you learn from an 18-year-old and a 22-year-old? What can they do? They can't save the world. They are out there trying to save the world, being fake woke and everything like that, and it's all emotion. It all coming from an emotional place. There's no rationality, no logic, nothing. And these people are getting funded. They're being encouraged, because it's the elite that is encouraging this bullshit. The elites get into your school system. They get you in college. Like, they get you from the minute you enter college. They in the campus. They are recruiting you for this activism and stuff like that. And these women have no time to put on makeup, no time to look pretty, no time to be feminine, because they're too busy being a feminist, too busy being an activist, too busy fighting for causes that ain't got nothing to do with them. Like, I mean, come on. It was a scam in the 60s. Black women need to stand down and sit at home. I agree. All that Black Lives Matter, like I do not support that stuff at all. Like you guys, if you guys have been following me for a long time and you guys are in my group, you all know I do not encourage that stuff. We don't discuss it. We don't discuss that type of stuff because if we're talking about money and leveling up and elevating our status in society, I don't want to hear it. And I'm sure they're not even enjoying it. Grooming to be masculine SJWs. Yes, they groom. I'm so glad you used that word, y'all. I was born in Mercury, during a Mercury retrograde, so for me, communicating is a struggle because sometimes I'll be talking and I'm struggling to find the words. Thank you, Emily. I appreciate that. Grooming. They start grooming you from college. I agree. Protesting doesn't work much. You have to hit them in the pockets. That's the only thing people exactly. The only thing people understand is money. If you boycott and you stop giving these people your money, stop spending your money or whatnot, and certain businesses stop giving these people your money, they will have no choice but to bend to your will. We are the people. We are the one that have the power. Why is it that you have these? And I don't want to get too in depth into this because I mean this is going up on YouTube. So yeah, I'm not gonna talk too much about it. But this young lady is facing prison time, life in prison, and she's only 22 years old, living her life in India. And like when you read the article, it's like I'm reading it, I'm like, that is so typical. Like, she's a vegan and she talks about color. Nobody listens to colored people. All of these people are operating from a place of victimhood. You're not going to get far in life being a victim. I'm sorry. That's not how this works. And yeah, yeah, I don't want to hear it. You think I'm a great communicator? Thanks, Gail. I try. I really do try. It is a struggle for me, y'all, because I was born during a Mercury retrograde. But yeah, I try my best. And doing all of this, putting myself out there on the internet and stuff like that has helped me a lot. Because like back in 2016, 2017, there was no way I could do this. Black Lives Matter is a scam. I agree with you 100%, because all that funding that people and all those donations didn't go to a single black person. We had a huge news and social media deal with that here in the Philippines so many times over. College students joining communist groups. Yeah, like I do not know, like they target the young because the young are emotional and passionate. Their brain is not fully developed. Okay, Greta is 18 years old. 18 years old. When I heard her age, I was shocked. I was shocked. I couldn't believe she was that young. And of course they're vegans and they're trying to save the planet and meat is bad. Like, listen, I don't have time. Like, first of all, I eat whatever the F I want. Okay? I do not believe in cutting out entire food groups. My grandmother died at the age of 99 and she ate everything. Okay? So I'm not about to be cutting out no damn food groups. I ain't got time for that. I tried all of that stuff, like the plant based and stuff like that. That is just it's just too much work. It's a lot of energy that goes into it. Just eat whatever you want in moderation, y'all. Yes, you are very polished. Oh, you guys are so sweet. Thank you. Yeah, so ladies, choose your battles. Okay, there's another story that I wanted to mention really quickly as well that is happening in my country. There was a young girl that was murdered, and people were protesting and stuff like that. Like every time I see people protesting, I just roll my eyes because when does that even work? I mean, I'm sure it works because these activists and stuff like that, they get money, they get funding like people like I don't want to call any names, George Soros. Those type of people, they fund these activists and stuff like that, like, and Ifa. Like, I don't want, like, see, this is why I don't like to talk about politics, but yeah, they fund these people. When you think it's organic protest happening, it's not. It usually isn't. It's a funded, well organized protest and funded by people in power, people who have money, and they come after your young kids. If you have a teenager, please, ladies, please get them away from these people. If you have a teenager and your teenager is going to college, be very careful because that's where they groom them. Okay? They make you go to college, um, rack up debt, groom you to be an SJW, how is that winning? He needs to die. He needs to roll over. Yeah. He needs to drop DEAD, okay? He's a damn cancer. I used to go to Mexico City a lot for work, and it was a group of college kids who were never seen again because they were protesting against the government. Yeah, these kids end up in jail. Like, nobody talks about this, but a lot of activists end up in jail for a very, very long time. Okay, Nelson Mandela was an activist, him and his wife. Look how long he was in jail for. I mean, he ended up being the president of South Africa, but that is a very rare outcome. Most of them end up in prison, end up on drugs, or just end up, realizing that, everything needs money, and they end up, going to work at a real job and getting married or whatever, and just shutting the fuck up. Like, there is no long-term benefits for that, for being an activist. But yeah, back to the story. And of course, this is another very young girl. Ladies, please do not try to be a hero. Okay, you listen. Self-preservation, ladies, is very important. It should be number one. Do not ever compromise yourself and put yourself in a situation where you can end up going to prison, ruin your reputation, ruin. Like, you really have to sit back and think about, you have to be intentional. Always think about your next move. Do not just do things just for doing things. And I'm talking to the young ones, because I know if you're like 18, between the age of 18 and 25, you think you know everything. I promise you, you go 10 years, in 10 years, 15 years, you're going to look back and you're going to be like face palming. You can't believe how dumb you was. You are not, you're not that smart. I promise you that, okay? You are not that smart, okay? So, having said that, do not try to be a hero. So, this young girl in my country was murdered. She got in a taxi, which turned out to be a fake taxi, and apparently the fake taxi driver murdered her. But I thought was, usually when stuff like that happen, it's usually by somebody they know, because people don't just grab random people off the streets and just murder people just like that, you know. So this is what I mean. I'm not saying that it doesn't happen, but usually when someone is murdered, it's usually by someone they know, more than likely. So this poor girl was murdered, and she was a clerk in one of the courts, in the court systems here in my country. And she picked up on some corruption that was going on, and I think she brought it to whoever's attention. I do not know what was happening, but a lot of people believe that her death is related to that. Okay, her uncovering a corruption that was going on in the court system in my country. Most third world countries are very, very corrupt, and and at first when I heard that, I was like, that doesn't make any sense. But when I heard what happened, there were two suspects. Both of those suspects were killed in police custody. They didn't even get to see a day in court. They were killed in police custody. If that's not a conspiracy, I don't know what is. Okay? And I'm like, this poor girl died because she did not mind her business. She didn't mind her business. So, moral of the story, and what I wanted to come on here, ladies, is to tell you, ladies, to just mind the business that pays you. Do not be out there following these causes and being an activist and an SJW and talking about race and being a victim. There is no benefit, there is no payoff to being a victim. Because guess what? You coming from a place of victimhood, you will always be a victim. Look at what happened to that poor 22-year-old girl in India. Had her whole life ahead of her. She could have gotten married, she could have had a family, she could have started a business, she could have done so many things with her time instead of out there being a damn activist. Okay? Mind your business. Mind your business. Mind your business, and don't tell people your business. Okay? Mind the business that pays you. And choose your battles. I've never seen a rich activist. No, because the rich manipulate them, the rich use them. Okay? And I don't want to go too much into the details about the whole story and stuff like that because I do want to upload this video to YouTube and I do not want it to get taken down or demonetized or anything like that, which is why I'm just being very vague. But I will put a link in the description to the story under the video so you guys could go and read the story. It is so fucking sad, y'all. It's sad. You know that it breaks my heart to see girls that young, and this girl's not even ugly. She's pretty. Like, why waste all that pretty being an SJ, a masculine ass SJW? This is why I don't subscribe to none of the isms, communism, feminism, all the isms. I don't subscribe to none of those isms. Okay. The only thing I'm interested in is leveling up and money. That's it. Oh. So, yeah, I know Miss Necessary is very, very sad. So, that's all I wanted to come on here and say really, really quickly, ladies. Like, ladies, please mind your business. If you see something happening, look the other way. Do not try to be a hero. Okay? That hero stuff only works in the movies. This is real life. Like, a lot of people don't realize that this is real life. Real life. Because I remember when I was working at this place and I saw some corruption happening and I brought it to the boss's attention and he did absolutely nothing. Okay, he did absolutely nothing. And I took matters into my own hands and I was able to stop what was happening. I don't want to go too much into details. I was able to stop what was happening. But did I get any credit for it? Did I get any praise or anything? Did I get any thanks for it? None of that shit. Mind your business. Okay, get your bag and just live your life. Okay, get your bag. Worry about you. Self-preservation, ladies, is very important. Self-preservation. Self-preservation. Do not put yourself out there. And again, I highly, and listen, some of you guys are going to be like, well, you know, I'm not like that. Like, listen, I've been to some of your Facebook pages and the type of stuff I see, like, I'm surprised that you guys still have a platform, that you guys are not banned, you guys are not arrested. I be seeing some crazy stuff on some of your page. Like, Kat, you saw that that screenshot where I posted in the group where this girl was posting a bunch, and this is a black girl posting a bunch of racist stuff and saying like, you know, she likes seeing white people get by the police or murdered. I don't want to say it. But you all, if you guys were in the group and you saw it, and this was someone who was trying to get into the group, and this is why I screen people. Okay, I screen people very, very. I don't play because if I can't get to your Facebook profile and I can't scroll through your profile and scroll through your social media and stuff like that, I don't want you in the group because I don't know who the hell I'm bringing in. And I don't want to put you in there with all the other ladies who are on their journey and who are minding their business. And next thing you know, you bring some kind of weird energy in the group. I don't have time for that. Yeah, she needs a mental health check. Yeah, these people, like, Kat, I do not know how this girl is still on Facebook. I see people getting thrown in Facebook jail for saying the most inane things. And you there on Facebook spewing all that hate. And you're not going to Facebook jail. This is why I know Facebook is not about free speech. They don't care about that stuff. Okay, all they care about is, I don't know, their own agenda and money. That's it. Which is fine. You know, it's a private company, but you guys have to be very careful. Yes, I love how you vet anyone joining the group. Yeah, like I've changed the whole vetting process as well. You know, like I have to sit down and have like a literal phone conversation with people to get in the group. Like I would talk to you on the phone because I need to know where your head is at. I need to know, first of all, if you have financial problems, you can't get in the group. Okay, if you still are attracting dusties, you can't get in the group because that means you're a beginner. Okay, you get zucked for the dumbest things nowadays. Exactly. And yeah, Emily, I do not know how this girl is able to have all of that hateful stuff on her page and not get sucked. Like, make that make sense. Like, it doesn't make sense at all. But you know, I guess she's hateful towards the right group of people because If it was a white person that was saying that about black people, that's it. They're gone. And you know, this is why I don't allow these type of topics in my space, because that ain't gonna get you nowhere. Like, I promise you, ladies. Like, ladies, please listen to me. All of that stuff is not gonna get you anywhere. That shit is not putting money in your pocket. Okay, you're more than likely to get into jail. Okay, if you ever get into activism, your chances of going to prison goes up, and this is a fact. Especially if you live in a third world country, you live in a country like India. Okay, because that 18-year-old girl could get indicted to face the court system. I don't know if it's gonna happen, but there's a possibility that it can happen because they are burning effigies of her image in India. Thank you for protecting the group. We survived Mercury retrograde. Actually, we have a couple more days to go, but this is why I've been trying to keep a low profile. I'm not. I'm y'all. Listen, Mercury retrograde. This Mercury retrograde is crazy. Y'all see what's going on in Texas? Like, what the hell is going on? I don't know. These are some crazy times. So, ladies, focus on yourself. Remember self-preservation. Mind the business that pays you. Mind your own damn business. If you see shit happening, turn the other way. It ain't your business. Okay? I'm glad I snapped out of the activist mindset. Let the men fight. Oh, Princess Cut Diamonds. I'm so glad you snapped out of it too. It's not feminine, and it's not it's very low vibrational. And I'm sure during your I sure during that time you weren't happy. I'm sure you felt, how did you feel when you were going through your activist phase? Like, what was your emotional state like? Do you want to share? You can share it in the comments, because I would really like to hear. I would really, really like to talk to an activist, like, and ask them, like, what do you get out of this? Yes, this retrograde was very different. Yes, I'm in Houston, Texas, a mess. Do you have heat? Do you have electricity? I hope you guys are okay. Hope you guys are okay. Hi, Racia Ann. Princess Cut Diamonds, you want to share what your emotional state was like during your activism stage? Drop the activism, ladies. It's not going to get you anywhere. It is, and listen, activism is will kill your hypergamous journey. It will stop you in your tracks. It is going to put up blocks and walls, and it's going to make you lose out on opportunities. I promise you that. Hey, girl. So anyway, that's all I wanted to say, y'all. If you guys have any questions, I guess I can hang around for a couple more minutes. Princess Scott says, having the world's problems on my shoulder interfered with my level of progress. I was more masculine. Exactly. I believe you. And you look rough. You look rough. I hated it. Most of them do. Most of them look really bad. Like, I saw some close-up pictures of those people that were protesting in Portland or something like that. Some of them look like they are meth addicts because their teeth look messed up. These people are not taking care of themselves. Like, these people are trying to save our world, and it's not going to happen because they're going to die, and the world is going to go on the way it is. It's stressful, and you're paranoid. Everyone's out to get you. Yeah, I believe it. We have rolling blackouts, very crazy times. Wow. My electricity came back today, still no water. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm just praying for you guys. I have you guys in my thoughts, and you guys are going to get through this, okay? Um, Always remember the mantra, ladies. Everything always works out in my favor, because you repeating that mantra every single day has really manifested that outcome, obviously, where everything works out in my favor, but it also cured my anxiety, because I used to have anxiety, especially at night. I would be in bed, not sleeping because of anxiety. And I used to be like, everything works out in my favor. I would breathe meditate and repeat that mantra over and over and over, that affirmations, and it will really really help you, I promise you. Make sure you take some deep breath, and always ladies, always visualize the positive outcome. Okay, always visualize the positive outcome. So before I go, so I have a guest coming this Thursday on the Patreon. The last Thursday on the Patreon, I think it might be me, because I don't want to invite any new people on the platform during a Mookie retrograde, because the people that I'm inviting right now are people that are in my in our community. Some of them are in fact students of mine and supporters of mine. But I don't want to invite anyone new, because some of you guys reach out to me, and you guys put me onto some people, but because it's a retrograde, I don't want to bring any new people onto the platform. So having said that, it's going to be more than likely, it's just going to be me, and what I'm going to talk about is, I'm going to talk about money, obviously, but I want to talk about how to stop worrying about money, and how to use the law of attraction to attract money. I told myself that today it really helped, and that's good, Emily. Good for you. So yeah, I think it's the 25th, the last Thursday of this month, obviously. It's just gonna be me on the Patreon, and I'm gonna talk about money from a spiritual law of attraction um, perspective. So yeah, so ladies, again, please come to the book club. Okay, come to the book club. Like there are ladies in the group that are asking me, because I was gonna go in the group and rant, but I've decided against it. But please come to the book club. Like, people who read will always have an edge above people who don't. So I know for a fact that people who are coming to the book club every single Sunday, okay, and participating in the book club, I know that you guys have an edge, and you guys cannot tell me that these book club meetings haven't helped you. Emily, you be in there every single week, girl. I'm not on Spotify. Spotify. No, I'm not on Spotify. I I have the book club meetings on via Zoom, so the ladies, they can pitch in, chime in, ask questions and stuff like that, because I like it to be interactive. I don't like see like this stuff where I'm just sitting here and just talking. I don't like this type of stuff. Like I really wish I could just be in a group and we all come together and talk. I like that. So I do it via Zoom, and of course I do record it, and I upload it to my Patreon for those of you, for those who missed it for whatever reason. I mean, some people live in other parts of the world, because of time difference they can't make it, but because the majority of my followers are in fact Americans, I just organize the time for basically the majority. Yes, LinkedIn is in the bio. My Patreon link is in the bio. Come sign up, y'all, because I get on there every single week, because I hardly ever come on this app. On Instagram, I do not like Instagram at all, because I was actually going to delete this, but someone said no, don't delete it. Just still come on it. Maybe just do just lives, weekly lives. So yeah, that's what I've been trying to do. Like, do at least one weekly live. So if you don't want to miss any of the lives, make sure you turn on notification on this account. So go to the account, and I don't know where, somewhere on my page you can turn on the notifications, so Instagram will notify you when I go live, because it doesn't notify everyone. Yes, I'm in California. Okay, girl. Yeah, so I am trying to, hi Prestige. Yeah, I am trying to make sure and commit myself to these weekly lives here on Instagram. I missed last week, but last week was really really busy, and then I had yeah, I was busy over the weekends too, with Valentine's and everything like that. So yeah, you're gonna get the weekly lives here on the Hypergamous Mindset, and of course, if you miss it, I will always upload it onto the YouTube channel for those of you who missed it. But honestly, like, I was gonna delete this account, because it's very difficult to maintain two YouTube channels, a Patreon, three Facebook groups, a TikTok account. Like it's a lot of work, y'all, and it's just me. And at this point, I just try to get help, because I've been enlisting help with some of the work that I've been doing, and I really really want to hurry up and get my book out, which means that I will have to maybe sacrifice one of these platforms for just temporarily, and I think it will be Instagram most definitely. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say, guys. So since no one is asking any questions, I'm gonna go, and I'll see you guys. Trixie, I'm not in the mood. Trixie, do not. I swear to God, if you break this glass, no Trixie. That's my cat, y'all. Y'all, these cats are so damn ghetto. Trixie, come. Come on. Oh, you're such a good girl. Come. I can't hold you if you... Okay, there you go. Trixie, say hi. You okay? Okay. Yeah. I'm sure it is. You sure? Okay, I don't know. Probably. Thank you for the life. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Okay, ladies, yeah, thank you for listening, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye. Okay, how do I end this? I always forget to end this shit. How do I end this live? Nope. Nope. Oh. Okay.